What are you going to do with that rope right there, the orange?
It's going to go
in that roller, right? So you can step on either side of it, right? I mean, you can like just straddle it, but you want that rope to go on that roller, okay? All right, girl. Bend your knees. Keep them apart.
right.
Tell you what, best way to actually do this is going to be this. How do we get down on your knees? Get down on your knees.
Get down on my knees?
Yeah, you got knee pads on, right?
Well, yeah, but how am I going to
Just get down on your knees. Why don't you just listen to anything Jeremy says? Why does nobody listen to anything I say?
Because I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Okay, get down.
I mean, I feel like...
Hold on. Hold on. 1 second. 1 second.
Look, he gave you those knee pads for a reason.
Well,
What do you think?
more than one reason.
What do you think that reason is? It wasn't for your knee protection on the rock.
Hold on a second, babe. We're going to do this together, you and me, okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, Steven, nice and tight. You feel like Steven's got you?
Yeah, I want it to stay that tight.
Okay. Make sure the anchor's weighted first. See how much slack's in the anchor? So when we're doing a lower, we got to make sure that pull her up more. All the way up, all the way up. And make sure your anchor's completely out. The goal in managing a good rope system is to weight the system before we ever go over the edge. Make sure that's completely weighted. Yeah, he's going to pull on you. He's going to tug on you just a little bit, okay? All right, buddy, take your time. We're on your time, Steven.
We're right here on the edge of the cliff.
Yeah, we're on Steven's time. How do you think it looks?
Funny.
Looks fucking great. You got a great ass. But you knew that already. Snug, right? All right. Now, I want you to weight it back. Is that tight? You like that, how it is? Walk back on your knees a little bit. There you go. Very good, very good. Okay, good. Now, Steven's going to slowly, now that the system's completely weighted, he's going to slowly let you out.
Yes, very slowly, please.
You might need to undo it. There you go. All right. Now, Steven's got you. Okay. Remember, this rope here, the one you're on, can hold 90 and 100 pounds of foot force, so it's definitely good to go. And then you're on the second line, too. It's going to keep you nice and tight and snug. Now, see this guy behind you?
Yeah, I really don't want to look behind me, so I look down. I'm gonna chicken out.
By all means, don't look behind
But
you.
I can feel it. I know where it's at.
Okay.
I know I'm going
Okay.
over it.
Grab his cock and balls. Seems to help.
And you can hang on the rope if you want, if it makes you feel better, too.
Okay.
All right. This is the toughest part. Once you're over, it's so easy. Real easy, Steven.
Okay, I'd rather stand up because I feel like I'm just gonna swing and.
You can't do it standing, I'm telling you.
Why not?
What do you think is going to happen when you stand?
Because I can feel it. It's where the rocks are up against my legs right now.
Okay, okay.
I don't know. It's
All right. You ready? He's got you. He's got you. All right, Steven.
fucking high.
Let your leg down. Let your leg down. Let your leg down. All right, watch your. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. You're on the roller. You're going down.
Okay.
You got it. You're doing it. You're doing it. All right. This roller's going to travel a little bit. It's not a problem, okay?
It's okay, that's me.
Yeah. All right, Steve, a little bit out. A little bit, a little bit. You're good. We're just going to get this knot past the roller. Good to go. All right. Now, stop for a second. Let me catch up with the belay, okay? 'Cause you're going to be stuck in the belay line if I don't catch up. All right, we're good to go. Steve will lower you down at your pace.
You want more? How fast? All right, hold on. All right.
I see we've got her on the edge roller, managing that rope. If it's going over that edge, it still will go, but it's going to be a lot more friction. Belay line, look how much slack's in it. Just a good hand twist of slack always in the belay line. That way, if for some reason your rope were to fail, the system only shocks a couple inches, right? Now, this is a static line, but it's got a pretty good dynamic property to it. It's a water line. I'm gonna let my belay line catch and engage, okay? We're gonna stop you for just a second. All right. See how belay line's got her? What's that, babe? Is it spinning you around? Yeah, rope does that. Oh, yeah. Just throw the green one out of the way. All right, now, since this is weighted, how do we get this unweighted?
Release that.
You got it. I have to release my load hitch, right? Because she's on this line completely now, right? All right, so you've got it nice and tight. All right. Now I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna slowly release weight onto you. See, I'm untying. Now. Whose system am I on now?
You're mine.
Should be yours, right? Probably look a little more slack out.
Maybe you.
Huh? I will. Now look, I'm slack, right? So that means she's on you now, right? So what you do is you let your belay guy catch back up. Okay, so we stand by. We have to come back here, retie my low release hitch. All right, go for it. You okay, babe? You sure? She's precious.
You wanna go fast? Huh?
I think we're a good pace. What's that? You're off rope? All right. A little more out so we have enough to work with. How was it, babe? You sure? All right, it's my girl. All right. Now, we're gonna get set up to raise. Mechanical advantage system. So we have to do get her up, right? We leave our belay line in place because we have to our belay. However, belay line when we raise is easy because all we have to do is this. Right? Belay line's good to go. Belay line's always, if you do that belay line set up right there, a pulley, 2 press hooks on a low release hitch, you'll never have to switch out when you go from raising to lower. We raise it. In the controlled FTA world, we always put our rescuer down via a line. We're not supposed to repel. So let's get rigged to do a raise. We need pulleys and we need carabiners, correct? And we need prussics or rescue loops. Get us some 2 longs and a short. Since it's just going to be you and me doing all the hoisting here, we can make it as efficient as the systems we want to. I'll show you a couple tricks. All right. You feel like you have complete control, right?
Yeah.
Now, you can use this thing even for loads of like a rescue load, like a Stokes basket and whatnot, because this thing can control it without a problem. So, all right. Get rid of our horn device. Your pulley right here. Now, if I put this pulley, just this pulley right here, do I have any mechanical advantage yet?
Yes and no.
None.
No.
There has to be a pulley at the load end, or you have 0 mechanical advantage. Right now, this is only considered a change of direction, which means if I were to pull this and try to pull her up, I'm still only pulling 1 for 1, her. I'm just pulling it from down, not straight up. So we're going to take this pulley down, bring a prusik, a long, we need a carabiner, and we need a, you got it. All right. And what kind of pulleys are those?
Ball bearing.
Okay, they have the wings on them that look like a bell. So what do we call that? Prusik minding pulley, or a PMP. So you can just say, hey, grab the PMP. All right. Where you gonna put her at? My nigga. All right. Now we gotta attach this to the rope via long prusik or short. Doesn't make a difference. You know how to tie these? Get on.
Triple wrap?
You got it, man. Always a triple wrap. And we always do in sets of 2, right? When we're braking system. This is just going to be the grip. Now, if you looked at this system and you're raising a stow basket with, maybe a 500-pound load on it, what do you think the weakest part of the system is? The raising system is going to be. It's probably going to fail first.
The weakest part of
Yeah.
it? I do not know.
This guy right here, yeah. Even though it's, can grip 3,200 pounds on a problem, and is shock loaded for a pretty large amount of force, if we have a catastrophic failure, that's going to be the first thing that's going to go. So just remember that. That's why we do a tandem wrap back there. This guy to here, this guy to here. Make sure our gate's what?
Closed.
Strong. Now we have, I want you to take a look. How many strands of rope do we have? From here back up to here.
3.
So this is a,
3 to 1.
my man, very good. Now we got this all fucked up here. All right, now we can pull her up on a 3 to 1. This is called a 3 to 1 pig rig system or a Z rig. Z because it makes a Z shape. All right. Now, what we can try is doing another pull if you want. You want to try to do another set?
We can do it like
3 to 1. All right, sounds good to me. So where's our brake going to be?
that. Right there.
Nope.
Where?
It's going to be on this line. You're right. Where do we mount it to? Right yonder, right?
Yeah.
So short wrap goes here, long wrap goes here. They both come connected back to there. Now the beauty of having this belay line set up like it's supposed to be is that if we're in the middle of a raise and we're like, dude, this is kicking our ass, we want to make it a 5 to 1 instead, we can let her weight the belay line, slack on this one, and we can fucking do whatever the hell we need to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Very nice. I mean, you imagine. I don't have a good imagination, apparently. Babe, you okay down there? Hey, guess what? You're beautiful. She's like, you're a creep. Yeah, I already told her I have gonorrhea and syphilis. She's cool with it.
That's how you know she's a good girl.
That's how you know she's a keeper. When the threat of venereal disease does not, taint her love for me, that's a keeper. Love you. Now, if you've got a fuck ton of gear, a lot of people, the incident's close to, the manageable resources, by all means, use the gear you got. But just remember, the more kinks in the system, the more fail points you have. The more carabiners, the more pieces of webbing, the more everything. So we try to make systems as simple as humanly possible for that purpose right there.
Have you ever heard the song?
Is this your phone?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I don't think so.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm hearing it, all right.
it's about fucking, but they call it lemon ring pad.
All right.
Alright.
Let's take a look. I'm just going to double check here. Is our gate closed? Gate locked? Our press hooks look good. Let's go ahead and tighten them, right? Because they can stay tight because we want them to catch. The short press hook should always catch first.
Yeah.
This is just a backup in case of press hook failure. So as we're pulling this rope, that bell minds them, right? Without a problem. One thing you can do just to tip, organize your ropes. Put a carabiner around them like that. See how it keeps them together like that?
Yeah.
Okay? You don't have to do that. That just kind of helps when you start having multiple pulleys, multiple, mechanical advantages, you start seeing that, okay? All right, now, our rope is coming back up this way, which means that we're pulling in this direction right here, right? Do we want to pull this direction or do we want to pull to the side? Whatever you want to do. If there was another cliff right here and we couldn't pull here, we could throw a pulley right there, angle the rope this way, change the direction. No more mechanical advantage, it just changes the direction we're going to pull in. Pulleys at the anchor end only give change of direction. They don't give any mechanical advantage, period. So just remember that. Has to go from a pulley and back.
2 more pulleys in to make it a 4 to 1.
You got it. To make it a 4 to 1, the terminal end of the rope would have to be up here. If the terminal end of the rope, remember how we tied the figure eights down there? If the terminal end of the rope is at your load, it's always going to be odd, always. If that terminal end was up here, and we dropped a rope down and it came back up and dropped it down, came back up, it's always even. If the terminal end is at the patient, it's always going to be odd, always.
5 to 1, yeah, right.
Next, we put one more pulley down there, 5 to 1. You got it. You got it. All right, I'm gonna put this down here just a little bit so we start off with a good pull. All right. Hey, babe. You ready for us to lift you up, or are you still taking pictures? You say go ahead? Hold on a second, I'm coming out of the booth. Oh, hey you. Your boobs look beautiful. How was it? Did you have a good time? Okay. We're gonna raise you, and we're gonna be pulling really hard up here, but for every 3 feet of rope we pull, you're only gonna move 1 foot. It's a 3-to-1 system. So you're gonna feel like you're moving up here pretty slow, okay? So enjoy the view, yell if you need anything, okay? I'm gonna take this thing and tighten her down here a little bit. What I did on this with the trucker hitch, Stephen, because this is, obviously crappy rope. This is just like nylon cordage is all it is. So I'm gonna tighten my trucker's hitch here and try to make sure this is definitely really tight up against the edge, because it's gonna be pulling like this. These edge protectors, old rope hose rollers, or hose rollers are really awesome, but they're just a little clanky and cumbersome. So
I piss on you?
she likes that.
You like that?
Huh? What?
She's giggling.
Oh, giggity goo.
I think she might.
Giggity giggity goo. All right, broski. All right, honey, we're gonna start lifting you. Let's do this. Now this is the ratchet. So, and now we have enough rope to do this, Stephen. We could take this rope, this carabiner right here, drop it all the way to the edge and connect it to her harness. And if we did that, it's still going to be a 3-to-1, and we'll never have to do any work as for puller. However, since we have an edge there, and we don't want to put all of our rope over the edge, usually you don't have enough rope to do it, we just made the system be this long only.
Yeah.
That's what this ratchet does. If this was connected to our load, it would span the whole distance of the rock, and we would get rid of this prusik. But since it's there, we're going to use it. All right. I am going to put our belay line over here a little bit. Every time we go back and ratchet our pulley, we need to do our belay line too, okay? This should always be done with 3 people, or you should be a person on each mining all the time, so we're kind of being a little irresponsible. My friend. All right, you ready? Start pulling. We'll have to wait. It'll have to wait till it gets tight for it to catch. All right. Stop it. Let's let it catch. Engage. I'm gonna walk your pressing back. You need loose. So this is how the ratchet works. Slide, lock, and then catch. All right.
Yeah.
You ready, babe? Now always pull from the outside of the rope. Instead, you can either do hand over hand, or you can grab and walk. Depends what kind of space you got, depends on what kind of people you got moving and lifting. So, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Gonna lock. Let it lock. Loose. Ratchet. Lock. Red eye. Loose. Red eye. Now this is 3-to-1. Every 3 feet of rope we pull, 1 foot moves. 5-to-1. Every 5 feet you pull, 1 foot moves. So this is obviously more efficient, but it takes more work. So don't be scared to increase your mechanical advantage based on what, but the more mechanical advantage you have, the more the more stress is on the system. So just remember that if I do a 9-to-1, I'm compounding the force on the rope by 9 times too, not just my efficiency. Ready? Pull, here we go. Huh? Here, hold on a second. Hold on. Got it? Lock, let it release. There you go. That was pretty quick, babe, huh? So I got you on the edge. Okay. Now, are you all comfortable for a second? I'm going to build. We good? She's belay locked. She's locked. Are you cool for a second? I'm going to do an instructional. All right. Edge transition is difficult for your rescuer, so we can build for them as a rope ladder or an A-tray. E-R-T-I-R-E. E-T-R-I-E-R. A-tray. It's French for gay, or French is gay, or whatever. So that's how we tie it. 20-foot piece of webbing. Take my two ends, and all I'm doing. Grab your one, do one with me. We'll do it at the same time. We'll be friends. Are you okay for a second, babe? Promise? Okay. Mine always come undone from the loop. If I tied it always comes undone from the loop. I know everybody does a little different, but I always do mine from the loop. All right. Take your two ends, separate them just a little bit, so one's longer than the other. The other one's gonna be longer, you know, a couple inches longer, all right? Okay. Fold it over itself, so the long edge is on the outside. There you go. Just kind of down like this, and you're gonna tie just an overhand knot, all right? And if you have to go a little bit longer to make the knot, that's fine, but make yourself a nice overhand knot. And it doesn't have to be a big loop in the knot because it's just gonna have a carabiner going in it. Just enough to get a carabiner in it. All right. That's the anchor point of your A-tray.
Can't function with gloves on, dude.
It's the vertical world, dude. You gotta get used to it. You okay, babe? You're so pretty. Thank you for being our participant. Not guinea pig, participant. All right.
Good.
Now we're gonna take it. See, we've got a loop at the end. You're gonna pull down, and we're making foot loops and hand loops. So pull this thing out a little bit. Now, what you're gonna do is take one strand, the upper strand, and just pull it a little bit. Make sure the other one stays still. Pull the other one. A little more. Perfect. Do an overhand loop right there. Try to maintain that loop the same size you just made it. And just do a nice tight overhand follow through and pull the rope all the way back through the hole. All right. Now, depending on how big you make the loops and what size webbing you use, it means how long of an A-tray you're gonna have. All right. Now, you're gonna come down, do the same thing, move down the next segment of rope. And you can either do on the same size or make an opposing one. It doesn't make a difference. I always go down about 12 inches. I pull a little bit of rope, a little bit of webbing, tie another loop. Now, if you can learn to do one of these things while you're traveling or while you're down at the bottom and you're getting ready to bring a load up, you can connect this thing to the master point or the shelf of the main belay line or the main line. And this gives you something that you can now step on, stand on, and climb with while in the vertical environment that can help you, like if you're tending a Stokes basket on its way up. Now you have control of what's going on. You can climb up and down your Stokes basket and use that thing to be handy. So, you get your last one? Very good. When your last one, just make your loop and just tie a small little loop in the end, just so you can connect two of them together if you needed to. All right. Now go back up to your main. I've got 4 loops in mine. I probably could put 5 without a problem. I was a little overdoing there, but it's okay. You've got 3. All right, so that means 3 steps. Yeah. The smaller you do, the more steps you have. Yeah, okay. Obviously. So now I take this, a piece of webbing or a cordage, a couple carabiners. Hang tight, baby. You're doing great. All right, just go to something close to the edge, some anchor point of some kind. In fact, throw me a long cord, a long red cord. I might do it. Thank you. Nah, almost. Disregard. Here we go. Now this isn't an anchor. This isn't meant to hold the weight of the system. This is just made to give her an aid to climb. Lock my gate back. I throw this down to her. Now she has a handle. Something she can pull herself up on when she's going over the edge. Something to grab. While we're pulling her up, she can pull her body up. It gives her a little more stability. We'll find out, yeah. All right. Edge transition is the most difficult part, going down and coming up, okay? Because all that stuff that we're pulling up is going to go right over top of that roller with you. We're going to go slow, and as we go slow, you're going to pull yourself up using those webbing handles, okay? You good to go? And the best way to come across the edge is to come over and roll up on top of it. Throw a leg up and just roll over top of the edge and get up on the edge, okay? You're not going to be able to come up and get your leg high. Tilt your body towards that thing, kick a leg up. You got it. All right. Systems all go. You ready? Nice and slow. We're going to pull on you. Tell us we're going too fast. We okay? Swing a leg up, swing a leg up. That's our girl. Beautiful. All right, we're good. We're going to stop pulling. Lock the system. Engaged. All right. Right here, baby, I got you. Beautiful work. Walk right this way, watch your step. Step high, step high. How was it?
Dirty.
Your third shirt's coming
No,
off.
that's fine. My what?
Your third shirt is coming off.
Is it?
All right, people. Strong work. Look at you, baby. It's the first time you've ever done any kind of rope work and you're already a pro. You could be a rescuer. Look at that. How was it, Steven? You like it? You understand it?